A mind fortified by purpose and discipline becomes a force the world can't ignore. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about how to build a mind so strong it scares people. Enjoy. What if the most powerful thing about you isn't your talent, your background, or even your resources, but your mind? By the end of today's episode, you'll learn the mental habits that separate strong minds from average ones, and how to begin training your own mind to be so steady, so focused, so unshakable, that it actually unsettles people who haven't done the same work. A strong mind isn't loud, it doesn't boast, it doesn't need to. A strong mind is calm in chaos, clear when others are confused. It chooses response over reaction, patience over panic, discipline over distraction. But none of that happens by accident. Most people spend more time training their bodies than their minds. They chase information, not transformation. But the truth is, a strong mind is built the same way a strong body is, through resistance, repetition, and recovery. So let's break it down. First, resistance. Your mind grows stronger every time you face discomfort without running from it. That means doing the hard thing when it would be easier to quit. Saying no when you'd rather avoid conflict. Showing up when you don't feel like it. Most people avoid resistance, but mentally strong people lean into it. They see it as training. When you do things that stretch you, things that test your patience, your focus, your endurance, you're not just getting through something. You're fortifying your mind. You're proving to yourself, I can handle this. I can keep going. And that proof stacks up. It becomes part of who you are. Second, repetition. Strength doesn't come from what you do once. It comes from what you do consistently. A strong mind isn't built in moments of inspiration. It's built in the small daily disciplines that nobody sees. Waking up early. Controlling your thoughts. Limiting distractions. Protecting your energy. Choosing the harder right over the easier wrong. It's saying no to the scroll so you can focus on your goals. It's reviewing your vision when you'd rather veg out. It's listening to your inner truth instead of chasing external approval. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you're telling your mind who's in charge. And third, recovery. Just like a strong body needs rest to grow, so does a strong mind. Mental strength is not about grinding yourself into the ground. It's about knowing when to push and when to pause. It's about building emotional resilience, not just mental toughness. That means making time for reflection, protecting your peace, practicing gratitude, checking in with yourself, not just powering through. A truly strong mind doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. It just moves with quiet confidence and focused intent. Now here's where things get interesting. When you build a mind like that, clear, grounded, disciplined, it will make some people uncomfortable. Not because you're trying to intimidate them, but because your stability shines a light on their chaos. Your clarity reveals their confusion. Your focus disrupts their distraction. And they may not know how to react. Some will try to challenge you. Some will question your calm. Others might pull away. That's okay. That's not your concern. Because a strong mind is not built to impress others. It's built to carry your purpose. It's built to stay steady in the storm. It's built to help you lead, grow, serve, and rise. So how do you start? Pick one area of resistance in your life, something you've been avoiding because it's uncomfortable. Face it, even in a small way. Then, identify one small discipline you can repeat daily. Stick to it, no matter how you feel. And finally, create one space for recovery in your routine. A pause, a breath, a reset. That's how you start building a mind that's not only strong, but unstoppable. You don't need to announce your power, just walk in it. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, Let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.